Good evening, dear viewers. Hello and welcome to a new edition of Business Insider. I'm your host for tonight, Mohammed Abdelrahim. And Egypt has installed the heart of its first nuclear reactor, marking a milestone for the power ambitions. The Egyptian authorities announced exactly 7 days ago, last Wednesday, that the reactor pressure vessel RPV for Unit 1 of the Al-Dab'a nuclear power plant has been installed. A virtual ceremony was held for the installation, attended by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and Russian President Vladimir Putin, both leaders highlighting the significance of the step. Tonight, we'll be talking about the Al-Dab'a nuclear power plant and its importance for Egypt's development and the economic gains and benefits from the power plant at Al-Dab'a. And we have the great pleasure and honor of having with us here in the studio the former board chairman of the Egyptian Nuclear Power Plant Authority, Dr. Amgad Wakil. Dr. Wakil, very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me with you tonight.
Thank you very much, Dr. Wakil. Allow us, please, dear sir and dear viewers, as we always do in the program, first to watch a report about our main topic for tonight. Dr. Wakil, dear viewers, the report by Abir Hussein and Rasha Abdul Hamid. And when we come back, we will start our discussion. Please stay with us.
Egypt and Russia state-owned Rosatom have signed a nuclear fuel purchase order and a comprehensive cooperation agreement for the Al-Dab'a nuclear power plant. The signings occurred during a high-profile ceremony for the installation of the reactor pressure vessel for Unit 1 of the plant. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and Russian President Vladimir Putin attended the ceremony. The event coincided with Egypt's 5th annual Nuclear Energy Day, commemorated yearly on November 19th to mark the 2015 intergovernmental agreement between Egypt and Russia to build and operate the nation's first nuclear power plant. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, after meeting with Rosatom Director General Alexei Lekharchev, emphasized the project's broader developmental goals according to a statement. Madbouli stated in his statement that this project is not only for electricity generation, but it is a foundation for achieving Egypt's Vision 2030 and its developmental goals as well. They also discussed training programs for Egyptian personnel and future operational cooperation. The signing of the fuel order and cooperation agreement is a major step toward bringing a Al-Dab'a plant online, positioning nuclear energy as a key component of Egypt's long-term energy security strategy.
All right, welcome back, dear viewers. Thank you for staying with us. We're back here with Dr. Amgad Wakil, the former board chairman of the Egyptian Nuclear Power Plant Authority. And of course, Dr. Wakil, dear viewers, the Al-Dab'a nuclear power plant will save, according to estimates given by Prime Minister Madbouli, something between $2.5 to $3 billion annually. That's the first point I wanted to ask you about, Dr. Wakil. So how are we going to save the $2.5 to $3 billion from the Al-Dab'a plant?
Okay, thank you so much for having me with you tonight. And as you said, this project, we cannot look at this project as a project for producing electricity. It is a project that can generate knowledge, scientific research. And one of the important aspects of this project is that it saves about 7 billion cubic meters of natural gas. This amount, actually, this huge amount of gas can reduce the reliance of fossil fuel, decrease the carbon dioxide emission, and actually can be available to be exported abroad or be used for to meet the needs of other sectors like petrochemical sectors and the fertilizer industries. So based on this huge amount of gas saved, we can save about 2 to 3 billion US dollars.
So you're telling us, Dr. Wakil, that first of all, we'll be saving the gas that we sometimes import.
Yes.
We'll be saving the a traditional use of electricity, of the great consumption. It will help us in saving
Of course, because when you save this huge amount of gas, this gas will be available for export, for meeting critical sectors needs like fertilizers industries, like petrochemical industries. So you can use this huge amount of gas economically.
Yes.
At the same time, the price of kilowatt hour for nuclear is almost stable. There is no fluctuation in prices. So this also will increase the economical gains we can get from this.
Right.
Project, yeah.
And I guess that all of this lies within the Egyptian Vision 2030 and the plans to transform gradually into cleaner energy, right?
Yes, exactly. I can tell you that 2030 vision is a national agenda covering all sustainable development dimensions, the economical dimension, social dimension, and the environmental dimension. And the nuclear power plant project actually is central for all these dimensions. When you look from economical point of view, in addition to the excellent economical feasibility study, this project actually enhances industry, supports existing sectors, introducing new industry sectors, improving the quality of industry, and increases the competitiveness of Egyptian industries. So it will enhance the economy. Also, it will increase the investment opportunities and give trust to our economy. This from economical dimension. From social dimension, the project will deliver equal opportunities for working. There is no difference between men and women in joining the project except for the competence and the skills efficiency. Also, it will empower women in this technical and the technological sector, which is very unique. So I do believe that this project will improve the social equality and improve the social dimension as a whole. From environmental point of view, the last dimension of Vision 2030, when we look at from environmental point of view, nuclear energy is clean, green, stable electric power that will improve the environment and will enhance the urban development around the project itself.
Right, and Egypt's policies obviously are designed to combat climate change and to combat global warming, and Egypt has a leading position globally in combating climate change and global warming, having hosted, of course, COP22 in Sharm el-Sheikh. COP27 in 2022 in Sharm el-Sheikh.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Dr. Wakil, what is the significance of choosing November 19th as the annual Nuclear Energy Day in Egypt?
I actually had the honor of proposing this national day, choosing its date, and launching its first edition in 2021 under the patronage of His Excellency Mr. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. And this day is a strategic and symbolic day in which 3 decisive agreements were signed: intergovernmental agreement to IGA, credit intergovernmental agreement to SIGA, and regulatory agreement. These 3 decisive agreements actually opens the door wide to realize the Egyptian dream of having a nuclear power plant working and operable in our lands in Egypt. So it is a very important historical and strategic day, and from that time we started to celebrate this day annually.
And Dr. Wakil, what about the significance of the Daba project for the region, specifically for the Daba region, the northern coast region, the areas surrounding Daba?
As I said, the Daba project is a driving force for industry. It supports existing sectors of industry right now, introducing new industry sectors, elevating the quality standards of our industries. This will open a lot of opportunities for jobs. I can tell you that we have more than 4,000 direct and maybe up to 10 times this figure in direct job opportunities.
Up to 40,000,
yes,
means.
Exactly, up to 40,000 in direct opportunities. So this will open the door for more jobs, for also urban development around the project and infrastructure development around the project. So the project actually cannot be seen as a project for electricity production or generation. It generates, as I said, knowledge, scientific research, creates a lot of jobs and improves the society and the infrastructure around the Al-Daba itself.
Very true. And Dr. Wakil, how does the Al-Daba power plant project represent the crowning achievement of many years of not only Egyptian efforts, but Egyptian-Russian cooperation in this area?
Thank you for this question. Actually, Egypt is one of the first countries to realize the importance of nuclear energy for sustainable development since early 1950s. And in 1955, Egypt established Atomic Energy Committee, which evolved into Atomic Energy Authority right now. And in 1957, Egypt was one of the countries founded the International Atomic Energy Authority. This was in 1957. And a lot of steps after that, the establishment of the research reactor with Soviet Union in 1961, establishment of nuclear engineering department in Alexandria University in 1963. And there were 3 unsuccessful attempts to involve nuclear energy in our energy mix.
Yes.
In 1964, 1974, 1983, until the last successful attempt when Mr. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi relaunched the project in 2014. So we have a long history with Russian Federation, starting from the establishment of the research reactor in 1961 with the cooperation with the Soviet Union at that time. So we have a historical background. The implementation of the project started after signing the IGE and the SIGA in November 2015, on November 19, 2015, which is the...
back to November 19th
exactly,
again.
Exactly.
Okay, Dr. Wakil, what distinguishes the VVER, and tell us what does it stand for, please, for our viewers. VVER 1200 generation 3 plus reactors chosen for Al-Daba in terms of safety and efficiency, because these are 2 key elements, safety and efficiency.
Yeah, exactly. As you said, this is a generation 3 reactor. This is the first reactor to be established in Africa and in the Middle East from this generation, generation 3 plus. This technology is the highest in safety features. It has dual systems, the passive and the active systems. It can work without any human intervention in emergencies. It has the double containment. It can withstand impact of heavy aircraft, crash of 400 tons, moving at 150 meters per second, to tsunami of 14 meter height, hurricanes of maybe a speed of more than 310 kilometers per hour, seismic acceleration of about 0.3 G. So it has a lot of features. At the same time, it follows the defense and depth strategy or philosophy. It means many barriers, physical barriers between the radioactive material and the surrounding environment. It has also a core capture. A core capture contains the core in an unlikely event of a meltdown core. The possibility or probability of this event is 1 in 10 million reactor years. Approximately impossible. And at the same time, we have safety feature for this as well. We have passive system in addition to active system. I mean by passive protection systems, actually don't need any electrical energy. Depends on natural phenomena like gravity and the natural circulation of fluids. So this actually technology is the safest technology in the current days. And regarding the efficiency, we are talking about a capacity factor of 90%, which is a huge capacity factor for actually power plants. Also, we are talking about 60-year lifetime or lifespan, can be extended to 80, can be extended to 100 a year. So I do believe that this technology is the best for the time being, and we selected the best of the best, actually. Okay,
Rosatom?
Rosatom is a Russian company, of course.
What's VVER?
It is a water reactor, water as a moderator, water as a coolant. So it is a Russian abbreviation
okay.
exactly, yeah,
Okay.
VVER.
You speak Russian, Dr. Wakil?
No, I can't.
Okay.
But it should be WW, water. But in accordance to Russian language, it's the VVER.
Because, you know, I mean, talking to you and sitting with you here, I mean, you have some Russian features. So
Yeah.
I guess working in the nuclear power plant project and working a lot with the Russian scientists might have given you this, but you do have some type of Russian look.
Only some words, yeah.
Have you been told this before?
Yes, some people said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Wakil, staying with the plant, now the plant's total capacity is 4,800 megawatts.
Yeah.
And that contributes 7% of the total capacity of the national grid. Okay, so the addition of the Daba nuclear power plant to the electricity grid means that we are now what, 7% richer in energy?
Yes, it is 7% when we talk about electric power. But when we talk about energy, it is about 12% because this nuclear power plant will generate not less than 35 terawatt hour. 35 terawatt is a huge amount of electricity. It is about 12% of the total energy expected in 2030. This huge amount of energy will save, as I said, 7 billion, at least 7 billion cubic meter of natural gas. And actually it will actually increase the stability of the grid, especially with high penetration of renewables, because as you know, renewable energy is intermittent by its nature. So we need a stable source of energy like nuclear to enhance the stability of the grid, to supply base loads, and to improve the green energy, because nuclear power has been approved as a green energy in February 2022 by European Union. And green energy is not a single color, it is a mix of bright sunshine, wind breezes, and the power of the atom as well.
Right. And the installation of the reactor, Dr. Wakil, the reactor pressure vessel for the first nuclear unit here in Egypt has a great significance. What is the technical significance of installing this specific component? And please explain to us the non-experts in this field.
Okay.
Yeah, what do we mean when we say the reactor pressure vessel?
The reactor pressure vessel is one of the heaviest and most important components in the unit, where the nuclear fission and the generation occur. Its weight is about 330 tons. Its height is about 11 meters, diameter 4.7 meters, thickness more than 30 centimeters. So it is a heavy component, long lead equipment. Actually, it took about 40 months to be manufactured. So the installation of this heavy and critical component means that the project is on schedule, and this is very important. Also, this is a moment or like a vital step to transfer to means that we are going from the civil work stage to installing or the nuclear main nuclear components installment stage, which is a very important milestone on our project. It means that we are on the time schedule, approved by both parties. It means that we are very close from having this unit operating.
When should we expect it to operate?
We expect it to connect this first unit to the grid at the end of 2028.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the last unit will be connected at the end of first quarter of 2030. So the interval between each unit and the next is about 6 months.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's very good that you mentioned the timetable or the timelines, because as you said that since the signing of the agreement in 2015, I mean, we've been waiting now for 10 years, and okay, well, what's going on with the Daba nuclear power plant? When are we going to have it work, and so on? A lot of us have been thinking about this.
Yes.
So you're telling us that actually we are on schedule? I mean, there hasn't been any delay due to I don't know, financial shortages or whatever?
I can tell you that we are on the schedule because you know that this is a mega project, a long-term project. We have three sub-phases of the implementation. The first sub-phase is pre-construction or preliminary stage, in which we prepare all documents required for getting the site approval and the construction approval. And this pre-construction phase is about 2.5 to 4 years, and ended for all units in January 2024. After that, we have another phase, construction phase. This is about 5.5 years, and then testing and the commissioning phase of about 1 year. So we are talking about 10.5 years. This is a natural period for this project, starting from the entry into force until the end of the project is about 10.5 years. So we are following the project. And frankly speaking, we didn't sign contracts in 2015. We have just signed the agreements, international agreements, to open the door for these contracts to be concluded. We concluded all contracts at the end of 2017, in December 11th, 2017.
And that's why you're giving us the timetable 2028.
Exactly, about 10 years. About 10 years. About 10 years from the entry into force.
So everything has gone according to plan.
Exactly. Everything is going according to plan. There is no shortage of money or finance, and everything is going according to this.
Well, there's obviously great Russian expertise. I mean, in this field. Tell us about the exchange of expertise, and how are we here in Egypt learning from the Russian expertise, and why was it Russia? I mean, you explained that, since the days of Nasser and the former Soviet Union, and that, but obviously there was a chance also that we would have dealt with Western powers potentially on this project. So why was it indeed Russia and no one else in the end? And what about the benefits that we are gaining here in Egypt from learning from this Russian technology?
Yes, the selection of Russia was a technical, commercial, strategic and political decision, and it based on comprehensive analysis and assessment. Technically, Russia actually offered the best technology, Generation 3 plus, core capture, passive systems, so the best technology we have right now. Financially, Russia presented a longer-term financing offer and comparable with unbeatable. And actually, politically, Egypt needs a superpower that can protect its interests and gives a guarantee for the project continuation. So from political, technical, strategic and the financial point of view, Russia was the best. In addition, as you mentioned, we have a historical good relationship with Russia, starting from the High Dam and the establishment of the research reactor in 1961.
Now the project, Dr. Wakil, aims to, you mentioned this, the job opportunities, aims to increase job opportunities with local participation, 20% for the first unit, up to 35% for the fourth unit. What is the mechanism for training and qualifying the Egyptian personnel to achieve these targets?
To answer the question, let us talk about the localization percentage you mentioned. Actually, we were so keen during the negotiation phase to have at least 20% for localization as a minimum for unit number 1, and this percentage increases gradually from unit to unit until reaching at least 35% for the last unit. And we were so keen to not...
The last is the fourth?
Is the fourth unit, exactly. And we were so keen also to not make all this percentage from one work type. So this percentage is divided 5% for engineering and design workers, 35% for construction workers, 35% for raw material supplying, and 25% for electrical components manufacturing and supplying, in order to increase the number of local companies that can participate into the project. This localization will open the door for more job opportunities, direct opportunities and indirect opportunities. But in order to join the project, you have to be a skillful worker. And the project itself has an opportunity for training more than 2,100 Egyptian workers from NBPA. So we have a training program with Russian side based on our contractors. With IEA, the International Atomic Energy, based on the integrated working plans, this is a 2-year integrated working plan, and with our technical advisor, Wardy. So we have internal training here, external training outside with Russian side and with IEA and with our consultant Wardy. But at the end, we did our best in order to increase the localization percentage and to make it not from one type of work, but from different streams and from different types of work.
Right, Dr. Wakil, developing local industry is the main goal. So how will the strict quality standards required in the manufacture of nuclear components lead to a leap in the quality of Egyptian industry generally?
Actually, this project stimulates many industries. Industries like iron and steel, cement, cables, pipes, electrical components, all these industries will get a lot of benefits from the project.
And these are industries where Egypt has expertise.
Yes, exactly. So the project stimulates these industries, and also not only industries, but types of works, as I said, construction workers, logistics, heavy transportation, raw material supplying, electrical components manufacturing and supplying. So this project actually stimulates a lot of industries and enhances a lot of works into the project itself. In addition, private sector is a key partner in our project, and there are a lot of dozens of private companies and working in our project, and a lot of contracts actually have been signed between Russian side and the local companies in order to deepen localization and achieve technology transfer. So I do believe that this project actually offers a lot of benefits for the private sector and for our industries and localization as well.
So can you give us, Dr. Wakil, examples of Egyptian factories that have already started supplying components?
I'm not going to tell names, but I can tell you all big construction companies are working in our project. Many of companies dealing with logistics are working in our project. Electrical system manufacturers are working in our project. So our project, and there is a local committee, a localization committee formed between NBP, Nuclear Power Authority, and the Russian side Atom Destroy export to enhance localization, to support local companies, to track their record, to give them the technical feedback they required in order to participate in our project. So we are encouraging the local companies to participate in our project through this localization committee.
And Dr. Wakil, in addition to carbon emissions, I mean, the reduction, of course, of carbon emissions due to the new nuclear power plant. What are the other good environmental aspects that Egypt will benefit from as a result to a shift, from a shift to nuclear energy?
As I said, this project will save about at least 7 billion cubic meters of natural gas. This huge amount of gas will reduce the reliance of natural and fossil sources and diversify our energy sources as well. And this will avoid the emission of 15 million tons of carbon dioxide. This is equivalent
per year?
Per year. This is equivalent to planting 600 million trees. Or 600 million trees, yes. Or taking 3 million cars off the road annually.
How many cars?
3 million cars.
Taking off 3 million cars.
Taking off 3 million cars off the road. So we are saving our environment, we are meeting our environmental and climate commitments, and as I said in our talk in the beginning, this project will improve urban development and the environmental conditions and the quality of life for the Egyptian people, because it is clean, green, stable electric power that enhances the environment, keeps the health of people, improves the quality of life for Egyptian residents, especially around the plant itself. So we can get a lot of benefits regarding the environmental dimension, which is one of the main dimensions of Vision 2030.
And I guess this will in the future keep electricity bills that people are paying from rising, or at least
yes, you are right.
Yeah, get them to a ceiling, or maybe have them go down.
You are totally right.
Is that true?
You are totally right, because nuclear energy doesn't suffer from fuel price fluctuations as gas and oil. And in addition, that the percentage of sharing of the nuclear fuel in the price of kilowatt hour is 5 to 10%. It means that even if the price of nuclear fuel doubled, the effect will be only between 5 and 10% of the price of kilowatt hour. So the impact of nuclear fuel on the price of kilowatt hour produced by nuclear energy is so small. Can be 10%. So this will help.
And this will benefit factories as well.
Course,
I mean, and business in general.
Yes, exactly. This will help of getting stable prices for our electricity.
And that's, of course, something that everybody longs for.
Of course, yeah.
So, Dr. Wakil, I guess that the new Daba nuclear power plant further boosts Egypt's status internationally as a big leader in fighting global warming and climate change.
Yes. In order to improve the green energy, we have to include nuclear energy in our energy mix. We shouldn't rely only on PV or wind energy. We have to include this nuclear energy as well. This is, as I said, green energy and stable energy, secures energy 24/7 hours, 24/7, unaffected by weather. It also improves the leadership of Egypt, because Egypt can meet its commitment regarding the carbon dioxide emission, and also it will improve the leadership of Egypt as a company that have a balanced energy mix, achieves reliability and sustainability as well.
And so we are waiting for the end of 2028, right?
By the end of 2028, we will have an operable unit, but by the end of 2023, 2030, we will have 2030. Of course,
all 4 units will be working.
Because the last unit will be connected based on our plan in the end of first quarter of 2030.
Of course, Dr. Wakil, this is a very nice and difficult topic to study. So tell us, you nuclear scientists, what do you have to be? I mean, do you have to be a chemical engineer? You have to be, I mean, which type of engineer do you have to be? Do you have to go to the, which college do you have to go to, and which faculties and branches do you have to study? Other than the first thing that came to my mind is chemical engineering, but please tell me.
I told you that in 1963, Egypt established nuclear engineering department in Alexandria University.
Yeah, of course,
the oldest nuclear engineering department in the whole Africa.
And in Alexandria.
From atomic point of view, Egypt is an old-timer. Maybe from nuclear point of view, we are newcomer.
Yeah,
but
there is a branch. There is a branch for nuclear energy.
So we don't have any shortage of nuclear engineers. We don't have any shortage of nuclear scientists and even technicians as well. Because, as you know, we established a vocational school in El Daba after preparatory school, 5 years of study. All the study is in English and the Russian language as well. And this school provide technicians, skillful technicians for our project.
There's where the question about Russia came to, because, I mean, you, sir, have a little bit of a Russian accent in your English. So, I mean, you're explaining this to us now, because you study some things in Russian or Russian language.
A little bit, actually. But our technicians now are studying Russian language in the vocational school of El Daba, and at the same time studying all topics in English as well.
Yeah, so you go to the faculty of nuclear engineering?
For me, I'm an electrical power engineer. Yes, we have 35% of our engineers electrical power department, maybe 35 from mechanical power department, only 7 to 10% from
the nuclear energy.
Nuclear
Okay,
energy.
what about chemical engineers?
Of course, we have as well as 7 to 10% of our engineers from chemical branch.
It's been a great pleasure having you with us, Dr. Amgad Wakil, and congratulations. I mean, for you in this field, this must be a historic moment for you. I mean, the nuclear power plant at Al-Daba.
Thank you so much. I call on all Egyptian people to be proud of what we have achieved right now, and we promise them that we are working day and night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in order to achieve the Egyptian dream of having a nuclear power plant with the highest safety standards.
Thank you, Dr. Wakil, and we commend your efforts. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dr. Amgad Wakil, the former board chairman of the Egyptian Nuclear Power Plant Authority. Thank you, sir. And thank you, dear viewers, for watching Business Insider. Please stay with Nile TV. Hello and welcome, dear viewers, to our weekly episode of Business Insider, where together we'll scan the latest here in Egypt, the region, and across the globe.